Ever wondered how you can celebrate Easter without breaking the bank? Well, you're not alone. Easter is a time of joy and renewal, a celebration cherished by many around the globe. But it doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. Believe it or not, it's entirely possible to have an enjoyable, meaningful Easter celebration without draining your savings. The key is finding the right balance between tradition and thrift. Stay tuned to learn how you can have a memorable Easter celebration on a budget. Before we dive into budget-friendly activities, let's understand some traditional Easter customs. Easter, as many of us know, is a Christian holiday that celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But over the centuries, it has evolved to include several traditions that might seem unrelated at first glance. Let's start with one of the most iconic symbols of Easter, the Easter egg. The tradition of decorating eggs dates back to the 13th century. Why eggs, you ask? Well, eggs symbolize new life and rebirth, fitting perfectly with the theme of resurrection. But why do we hunt for them? This fun activity started as a way for parents to entertain their kids while they prepared the Easter feast. Speaking of feasts, Easter meals often feature lamb, a tradition traced back to Jewish Passover, where lamb was sacrificed and eaten to commemorate their liberation from Egypt. For Christians, lamb symbolizes Jesus, who is often referred to as the Lamb of God. But if you're not into lamb, don't worry. Many people enjoy ham or fish as their Easter main course. Now onto the delightful Easter baskets. These originated from the Catholic custom of bringing food to the Mass to be blessed on the day before Easter, known as Holy Saturday. Over time, this evolved into children waking up to baskets filled with sweets and treats delivered by the Easter Bunny, a tradition that first popped up in German folklore in the 17th century. And finally, the Easter Bunny. This fluffy egg-delivering creature is said to have originated from pagan traditions, where the hare was a symbol of fertility and springtime. The Easter Bunny was brought to America by German immigrants, and the rest, as they say, is history. Easter is a time of joy and celebration, a time to come together with family and friends. It's a time to reflect on rebirth, new beginnings, and the promise of spring. Now that we know why we celebrate Easter the way we do, let's figure out how to do it affordably. You don't need to spend a fortune to enjoy Easter. Here are some budget-friendly ideas. Take a moment to think about what makes Easter special. Is it the extravagant decorations, or is it the joy and creativity they inspire? Is it the expensive egg coloring kits, or is it the fun and excitement of transforming a plain egg into a work of art? Is it the high-end chocolate bunnies? Or is it the thrill of discovering an egg hidden in your backyard? If you're like most people, it's not the price tag that makes Easter memorable. It's the experiences, the traditions, and the joy they bring. And the good news is, these don't require extravagant spending. Let's start with decorations. Instead of buying store-bought ones, why not make your own? All you need is some craft paper, scissors, and a little imagination. You could create a colorful Easter banner, or make your own Easter wreath using items you already have at home. You could also involve the kids and make some adorable handprint bunny decorations. It's not just a fun activity, but also a great way to create lasting memories. Next, let's talk about egg coloring. Sure, there are plenty of kits out there, but did you know you can create beautiful, vibrant eggs using food coloring you probably already have in your pantry? It's a simple, cost-effective way to enjoy this Easter tradition. Plus, it allows you to get creative and experiment with different colors and designs. And of course, what's Easter without an egg hunt? Instead of buying plastic eggs, why not use the ones you've colored? Hide them in your backyard or even inside your home if the weather isn't cooperating. This is a fun, exciting activity that doesn't cost a dime. If you're feeling really creative, you could even organize a neighborhood egg hunt. It's a fantastic way to build community and make this Easter a memorable one for everyone. Just make sure to follow any local guidelines or restrictions to ensure everyone's safety. Finally, remember that Easter is about more than just activities and traditions. It's about spending time with loved ones, sharing laughter and joy, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. And these are things that money simply can't buy. As you can see, a memorable Easter doesn't require extravagant spending. It's all about creativity and fun. Easter isn't complete without a hearty meal, but how can we do it on a budget? Now, that's a question that may be on many minds. Well, let's delve into it. First things first, plan your menu in advance. By doing so, you can take advantage of sales and discounts in the weeks leading up to Easter. Keep an eye out for deals on your grocery essentials, and don't be afraid to stock up on non-perishable items. When it comes to the main course, consider opting for cheaper cuts of meat. Chicken, for instance, can be just as festive as lamb or ham. With the right seasoning and a little creativity, you can transform any protein into a mouth-watering centerpiece. Think about side dishes that are not only delicious, but also budget-friendly. Potatoes, carrots, and peas are all economical choices that are easy to prepare and always a crowd pleaser. A simple roast, mashed, or even a creatively seasoned potato dish can be just as satisfying. Now let's talk about dessert. Sure, store-bought cakes and pies are convenient, but they can also be quite pricey. So why not try your hand at baking? A homemade apple pie or a batch of chocolate chip cookies not only costs less, but they're also bound to impress your guests. Plus, it's a great activity to get the kids involved in the kitchen. And remember, it's not just about what you serve, but how you serve it. Presentation can make a simple meal feel like a lavish feast. Use your best dishes, add some colorful napkins, and maybe even a few Easter-themed decorations. Lastly, don't forget about leftovers. Plan to use them in the days following Easter. This way, you're not only saving money, but also reducing food waste. Remember, the joy of Easter comes from gathering around the table with loved ones, not from expensive dishes. So, no matter your budget, you can create an Easter meal that's memorable, satisfying, and filled with love. Gift giving is a big part of Easter, but it doesn't have to be costly. The joy of Easter needn't be compromised by the constraints of a tight budget. In fact, some of the most cherished gifts are those that are crafted with love and creativity, rather than purchased with a hefty price tag. Let's start with homemade crafts. How about creating some adorable Easter bunnies from recycled materials? Or perhaps painting eggs to create a vibrant, colorful, and unique Easter egg collection. These are not only affordable but also environmentally friendly, making them gifts that truly keep on giving. Plus, crafting at home can be a fun activity for the whole family, allowing you to make memories while preparing your gifts. Next, we have baked goods. Nothing says Happy Easter quite like the smell of freshly baked cookies or hot cross buns wafting through the house. These sweet treats can be made with simple ingredients and wrapped in colorful, recycled materials for an extra touch of Easter cheer. Moreover, you can always put a unique spin on these traditional delicacies by adding a secret ingredient or decorating them in a style that's uniquely yours. Finally, personalized items always make for thoughtful gifts. Consider making a personalized Easter card or decorating a picture frame with Easter-themed designs. You could also create a customized Easter basket filled with hand-picked items that you know the recipient will love. These personal touches can make a gift truly special and memorable. Remember, the value of a gift is not measured by its price, but by the thought and effort put into it. The joy of seeing someone's face light up as they unwrap a gift you've made just for them is priceless. So, this Easter, let's put our hearts into making gifts that reflect our love and appreciation for our loved ones, rather than focusing on the price tag. After all, it's the thought and effort that counts, not the price tag. So, celebrating Easter on a budget? Absolutely possible! We've explored the rich tapestry of Easter traditions and their origins, showing that the heart of this holiday lies in its meaningful rituals, not in extravagant spending. We've shared a multitude of budget-friendly Easter activities that bring joy, learning, and togetherness, proving that fun doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. We also dived into affordable yet delicious Easter meals that can satisfy your taste buds without breaking the bank. And let's not forget the budget Easter gifts we've discussed. Simple, thoughtful items that convey love and appreciation more than any pricey gadget ever could. Remember, it's not about how much money you spend, but about the love and joy you spread. Easter is a time to come together, to appreciate one another, and to celebrate life. Easter is about togetherness and love, not about how much you spend. Here's to a meaningful, budget-friendly Easter.